Sorry, the lighting's bad. I live in my car. Okay, so I live in a small town and I saw a cop driving by and I always wave at all the cops. My uncle used to be a detective for the lead detective of the homicide team in another small town in our state. And the cop that I was waving him down, and he was genuinely kind of worried. Then he saw that I didn't have a license plate because I have a paper plate. So he showed up and he goes, "Oh, I see you have a paper plate." And he goes, "I was worried that you were like waving me down." I said, "No, I was just waving." I was like, "I know what you all go through." And I told him about my uncle. And he smiled and he goes, "Really?" He's like, "Thank you, I'm not used to that." He goes, "I've been dealing with a lot of people tonight and it's been getting in my head." And he goes, "But I just felt," I was like, "Here's my license." And he had to come back and he asked what my last name. I didn't change my last name because I was married and it didn't last long to the dude. But anyways, we were laughing and talking and he explained to me about how my insurance lapsed. My insurance company freaking notified them that I didn't have insurance even though I went with a different company, and how there's this MIS fee thing on it and I have to go pay to get it removed. And we were laughing about how stupid it is that we pay for insurance, and because we change companies, the company will notify we don't have insurance but won't notify that you changed insurance, so then you get another fee. But anyways, I told him, he's like, "Have a good night, be safe." And I told him the same thing. I said, "Don't worry about the crazies." And I was like, "Don't let them get to you." And he goes, "Yeah, it's kind of hard." And it made me feel really, really, really bad. I'm a felon. I'm also a junkie. And I'm also someone that's had a lot of altercations with police. And still to this day, I treat them with absolute respect. And I'm always polite to them because I know what they go through. And I see that he's married too, so he's probably got a wife and a kid that he has to go home to. And then he's got all this emotional baggage. On the worst days of your life, who do you call? When you need help, who do you call? And who witnesses the most horrendous things on a daily basis? Police and first responders and firefighters and our nursing staff. It made me really sad that he was having a bad night. So I called to try to leave him a compliment and let him know he did the right thing. He was worried I was in trouble because I was waving him. He didn't, but that's sad. A cop thought I was in trouble or was waving at him or I don't think he thought I was being rude. But when a cop can't even take a simple wave as someone trying to be polite because of how much they're ostracized, that's bullshit. And that's not okay. And I know everybody hates the men in blue, but they're always the first ones you call when you need help. Don't forget that.